everybody, and welcome to Down Home Diamond Painting and More. My name's Holly. Y'all come on in, pull up a chair, get out what you're working on. We're going to work on our Soul Keeper painting from Diamond Art Club for a while tonight. We're just going to talk. How's everybody doing today? Well, I hope y'all doing grand. It's Sunday, which means it's Father's Day. So I hope all you fathers out there have had a really good day. Hope you had an enjoyable day with your children. Hope that all of you who have fathers that are still with us enjoyed your day with them. Those of us who don't have dads anymore, I'm sure most of us, including myself, spent a lot of time thinking about dad today, or grandpa, or whoever. I lost my dad when I was 19, lost my granddad when I was 17, so I haven't had either one of them around for a while. Had a stepdad for quite a few years, and he passed away in 08, I believe it was. I'm not real good remembering years and dates much anymore, but I think that's about when we lost him. But don't have a dad or a granddad, so I think about him on days like this, and think about my son and his children, and hope that he's had a great day with his kids, and think about my son-in-law, and you know, he's had a good day with the grandchildren. He heard from his own children today. They wished him a happy Father's Day, and the girls that live here, they all wished him a happy Father's Day. So I think he had a pretty good, decent day. The grandson-in-law spent some time with all the children today. He had a kind of a busy day doing for his stepdad, who's, you know, not as able to do things as he used to be. So now he had a kind of a busy day, but I think overall it was a good day. I think it was probably a way that he didn't mind spending his Father's Day, helping out somebody else. So I just hope everybody had a good day. I think everybody around here did. And I hope everybody's really had a good week leading up to this. It's been I can't say a quiet week here. It hasn't been as exciting as some of the other weeks we've had, but it's, you know, it's been busy, but not, you know, as overwhelming as some of the other weeks we've had around here lately. The granddaughter who's in the color guard, they had a week off. The coaches had things that they had to do this week. I don't know if they had vacations planned or what. Not privy to their reasons, but they just didn't have practice this week. But they jumped back into practice with a vengeance starting tomorrow. So girls will be really busy. Weather's warmed up here, so the girls really look forward to the morning practices, because by the time it hits 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's gotten pretty warm for strenuous activity. I mean, the temperatures are not overwhelmingly bad. A lot of people I know are dealing with 100+ degrees, and we're not dealing with that here. I really don't think we've had a day that hit 90. If it did, well, then there hasn't been but 1 or 2. Most of our days have been in the mid to high 80s. But I know it's going to get hotter. It's beginning to get toward the time of the year when we don't get a lot of rain. So it's going to get hotter. It's going to get drier. And we're probably going to start looking at some danger of wildfires, which I'm not at all looking forward to that. I know there are some places that are already having some fires and things out west. We, thank goodness, have not had a bad one in a couple of years. Hopefully we can avoid having another bad one. It's, you know, we have a lot of woods and a lot of cow pastures and a lot of unincorporated areas that are wildlife and reserves and everything, and so they, you know, they're kind of grown over. They don't cut trees back and everything unless they're logging them. They do occasionally go in and log out some of the areas to thin out some of the trees and some of the undergrowth to kind of encourage new growth and hold down on some of the possibilities of wildfire, but they don't cut aggressively. They cut gently, so fire has a chance to get into it. It can cause some pretty serious devastation, but so far so good. Haven't seen anything that looks like we're going to be in any danger of anything like that, unless some fool goes to the woods and lights a fire and forgets to put it out. So, what's everybody working on this week? Like I said, I'm still working on Soul Keeper, JoJo's Art, Diamond Art Club. I'll link him in the description box below. I checked out the website and the pre-order list, and right this minute, he's in stock. That's not to say 15 minutes from now he won't be sold out, but he was in stock when I checked the website earlier in the weekend, and I think they actually have him on a reorder list for people to put in pre-orders, so if they want to get him, they can. So we'll link him up down there. Y'all can check it out, see if he's still in stock, or if you need to get him on a pre-order. Diamond Art Club's really good with their pre-orders. They try to get them in as fast as possible. As soon as they get you painting in, they email you and go, he's on his way. So they're real good about getting your stuff out to you. While we're sitting here, I'll go ahead and show y'all my pen. Turn on the other light. I wondered why it looks so dark in here. This is my pen from Handmade Diamond Painting Pens and More. This is actually one of the pretty ones. Of course, they're all pretty. Everything I get from them is really pretty. This one's blue and purple. This is a acrylic pen. This one's all acrylic. There's no wood or no burl in this one, but I like the colors. It's definitely different, definitely unusual. I'll link them down in the description box below too, so you can go over and check them out and see if they have something that suits your fancy. As always, if you'll let Carol know I sent you, your very first order, they'll give you a 10% discount. That way you can check them out, save a little bit of money. They do all kinds of really interesting things there. I know there are some of the turners that you kind of have to get in to a line to order from them, or, you know, they put up a really pretty pen or a really pretty blank, and then you have to kind of get your opportunity to buy it. Carol and Sean aren't like that. They do have blank drops. Usually the vendors they work from drop a fair number of blanks. If you're on their email list, they let you know when a blank drop is coming, so you can, you know, kind of jump in there and look, see if you see something you like, and, you know, put your request in to get it. They're a family-owned shop, so they're not the speediest people in the world. They turn out things pretty fast, but I always kind of figure I'd rather have it, you know, right and the way I want it and well done than to have it fast. Sometimes fast isn't all that great. They do have some pre-made pins, I think, in the Etsy shop. They don't do a whole lot of pre-made things simply because they are a custom turner, so they want you to have a pin that looks just exactly like how you want it to look. But you can go over and check out Carol. Let her know I sent you. And she can definitely fix you up with something that just suits your fancy. I think next week for the WIP and chat, I might pull out all the pins I've got, and we might make it a short chat, and I'll show you everything I got. Kind of give you an idea of what she can do, and what kind of things that she has in her shop. Because I've not only gotten diamond painting pins from her, I ordered a writing pen from her that's actually quite beautiful. So I'll make sure I have that next week. Show y'all in the WIP and chat. Thinking about going back and doing a little cross stitching. Got a project I've been working on for a while. I've got this diamond painting, and then I've got one I'm working on for a gift. And I got a couple more coming in that are going to be gifts, so I think I might give myself a little break. Maybe pull out my cross stitch and work on my other project I've been working on for quite a while. See if I can get him finished up. But if I decide to do the cross stitch thing, I'll pull him out and we'll work on him in a WIP and chat, and you can see what I'm doing with my cross stitching too. About hit the point on my lion here where I'm going to start putting some of those special drills up here. I've already put some ABs down in his globe that he is holding in his hand down here and spiced it up, and I think it looks quite nice. I get all done, I'll have to give y'all a really good look at him so you can see everything I did and all the enhancements I did and all the nice things that make him a little different than the way he was charted, because, well, like I said, I can't leave a good thing alone. I have to try to make it better, or at least make it mine. So I dressed him up a little bit. A couple of the ones I'm going to be working on, I'm not going to be dressing up, simply because I'm not sure that the people I'm gifting them to would appreciate me changing them around. They might like them just like they're supposed to be. So I probably won't dress up the ones I'm doing for gifts, but the ones I'm doing for me, I'm going to dress them up and make them look like I want them to look. What's everybody working on? I mean, are we diamond painting? Are we crocheting? Are we knitting? Y'all let me know in the comment section down here, you know, what kind of projects are y'all working on? Working on something special, maybe something you're making for a gift. I know a lot of people are expecting children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, so I figure maybe there's some people crocheting or knitting or sewing, different things, making baby gifts maybe. Love to see what you're working on, love to see what you're making. You're making something really nice, I might be, you know, asking where you got the pattern so I can maybe work on one myself. Don't do a whole lot of crocheting anymore. I like to crochet, but it's something that just kind of gets me all cramped up, gets my hands where they don't want to uncurl, particularly my thumbs and my little fingers. I get cramps in them and can't seem to get them all worked out. So crochet is not something I do a whole great big bunch of anymore, but I do occasionally dabble in it. Little projects, little things, or something I'm not in a hurry to finish. But y'all put me some pictures down in the comments here, or just comment and let me know what you're working on. Always curious as to what people are working on. Maybe something that you found, a painting you found somewhere, or adult coloring book you found somewhere that you really like. I found a couple that I like on Amazon. Probably be doing some adult coloring in a couple of weeks. I'll link up my coloring books where I got from Amazon, the link for them, so that y'all can have a look-see at them, see if you might like them or find something similar, or maybe even something completely different. That way you can be working on some things, checking out some stuff. Anybody got any huge plans for the 4th of July? Because that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Me, I'm not sure what we're doing for 4th of July yet. I think we're going to do a little bit of a cookout, and may try to get everybody together and do a little cookout, and maybe let the kids play in the wading pool in the front yard. Adults just sit around and conversate and enjoy a nice day together, unless it rains, which it's always my luck that it'll rain or come a windstorm or something. Always seems to be my luck when I plan some kind of a big event that something happens and it don't work out the way it's supposed to. But we can hope. 4th of July is one of those holidays that I don't celebrate really big for several different reasons. Not because I don't enjoy it being Independence Day or anything like that, but you know, it's always been sort of a quiet holiday, at least for the last 40 years or so. So, we'll probably have a few firecrackers and a few fireworks for the kids. Things that they can watch and ooh and ah over, because they don't do great big firework displays around here. In fact, really and truly, town doesn't like you doing them at all. But hey, as long as you don't have, you know, enough pyrotechnics that the fire department has to be called, they usually don't say much. So, you know, we'll do some sparklers, do some little things like that. Some things that are mostly smoke and noise and stuff that it'll entertain the kids for a few minutes. The adults too. You know, the adults too. Everybody enjoys a little bit of a fireworks display, I suppose. A little bit of patriotic music. I guess that's the one thing I miss about my little hometown, because 4th of July is a big deal there. Great big deal. They have a big thing at the park where they have a lot of vendors doing food, particularly like service clubs around town. Big fundraiser thing for them. And then they have a huge fireworks display, and they have concerts and, you know, all that small town USA 4th of July spirit type stuff. That's one of the few things I miss about my little hometown. Not a whole lot else I miss about it, because it's just not the town I grew up in. That's about the only time when it seems like it's home, is around the 4th of July, because that hasn't really changed that much in the last 30 years or so, or maybe more. I think it's been even longer, probably about 35 years that they've been doing this same sort of celebration. So Anybody got big plans for the 4th? You know, maybe going someplace, watching some fireworks, listening to some music, hanging out in a touristy kind of place, maybe going somewhere where you can go swimming, going to the beach, things like that. I know a lot of folks from up around this way take off and go to the beach. All of us that lived around the beach our whole lives, we take off and go to the mountains. But people in the mountains, they take off and go to the beach. So, anybody planning on going to the mountains or going to the beach? Doing things vacation-like. I know a lot of people plan vacations around the 4th of July. With, 4th of July falling on a weekend, I think there'd be a lot of places probably closed on Monday. So, make for a long weekend for a lot of people. But it's a kind of a late evening. It's gotten kind of quiet. It's quiet enough that I'm beginning to get a little sleepy. A little wore out. Like I said, it's been a busy week. It hasn't been a hectic week like the weeks we've had before, but it's been a busy week. So I think my busy is catching up with me tonight. I'm just not thinking too clear. I know y'all didn't come just to watch me diamond paint and not say anything. So I think I might make this a short WIP and chat tonight, simply because it's late and with an uneventful week, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. So I think we'll call it a night for tonight, and we'll get up tomorrow and start a new week and see what happens. See what I have to tell y'all about next week. But in the meantime, you know, everybody take care. If you live someplace where it gets really super hot, be careful. Don't let yourself get overheated. Don't need to lose any of my fine folks to a heat stroke or anything like that. And if you live in some place where the weather's not so bad, enjoy it. Because weather's subject to change. But as we close it for tonight, as always, my wish for you is may the sun shine warm on your face. May the rain fall soft on your garden. May love find you always. Y'all come on back. We'll talk some more next time. And happy Father's Day. Bye, y'all.